Everyone, so in this video I am trying something new that I have never done before. I'm gonna try to vlog a day of shooting, so stick with me, we'll see how it goes. So today I'm shooting for a designer by the name of Jami Meek. Jami's one of those designers where she is kind of this what I would consider an underground secret designer, meaning she is crazy busy, she's insanely busy, but she's also one of those designers where I think 99.9% of all of her work comes from word of mouth. She does little to no advertising. The neat thing about Jami, again, which I love shooting for interior designers, is whenever they have something that they need shot, there's a reason for it. Interior designers are very critical of their own work, so when they feel it's good enough to be photographed, there's good reason, meaning it's pretty awesome work. So to be frank, I'm still not 100% sure on what we're shooting today. I do know, I think that the big job that we're shooting today is a model home that Jami staged for a builder here in Kansas City on the Missouri side. Then after that, I think we have some one-off jobs kind of in the same area where she might have done like redesign a living room, a kid's room, dining room, things like that. So ideally, in a perfect world, what I like to do is say if I get a call from a client that says they have a shoot coming up, and if it's here local to Kansas City, what I like to do is maybe do a walkthrough with them, maybe a few days before the shoot, sometimes even a week or two before, to try to get a lay of the land and even come up with a fairly precise shot list. Sometimes what I'll do too, I'll just bring my camera and do handheld shots and just kind of do one of those throw it against the wall and see what sticks style approaches, meaning I'll take my camera handheld. A lot of times I don't even have it on a tripod, but just kind of mimicking shots of what I would take. And you know, if there's a kitchen, take 10 different style shots of the kitchen, vertical, horizontal, close-up, vignettes, wide shots, all that sort of stuff. Put them in a proof gallery, send them to the client, and then they can cherry pick which ones they want. So then when I know it's time to go back to do the actual full-fledged shoot, I know exactly which shots they want, and that way I'm not wasting time setting up lighting and equipment and all this sort of stuff for a shot that I'm not 100% sure if the client's even going to want. So again, that's the big benefit of doing a walkthrough before, as opposed to what we're doing today where we're kind of winging it as we go along, or playing it by ear. I guess that's the best way to put it. So I arrived at the house a few minutes before Jami did. To my surprise, when initially walking in, there was a small painting crew there, still doing some finishing touches. Did you say the bathroom or the bedroom first, Jami? Bathroom. So what are you thinking as far as, did you have specific angles picked out? What happened there in the corner?
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, I don't think like anything like that's gonna show up in a photo.
Yeah, true.
I'll give you my 2 cents.
Yes.
Like I would love kind of a straight down the middle shot. I might use a tilt shift. I think that'd be a cool kind of moody shot to really show off all the...
Yeah.
So for this first shot of the bathroom, I started with my Sony a7 III with my Canon 24mm tilt shift. This is my where in the world is the last light switch I need face. I'll make a video breakdown on this all someday, but to give you guys a little peek on how I work, I have 2 camera bodies. My main workhorse camera is the Sony a7R IV, but I also use the Sony a7 III as not only my backup, but as my main tilt shift camera. Specifically because the Metabones adapter is a pain to get on and off. So I have my a7 III specifically set up for my tilt shift lenses. The problem is if you shoot this to get everything, it's gonna look really big and wide. It's gonna look like your cookie cutter real estate photo.
Yeah.
Or I like what Keegan said is, if we did maybe a tighter vignette of the, maybe like about 2/3 the counter space, you get a clear shot. And you can definitely see the texture of the tile in there as well. That works. So for this specific shot, trying to get a tighter detail shot, I use my Sigma 24-70 2.8 art lens. This is far from the tightest spot I've ever had to shoot in, but I'm sure many other architectural and specifically probably more interior photographers out there, a lot of times you have to be somewhat of a contortionist to get the camera in just the right spot. So were you thinking like a fairly wide shot of the whole space here, or maybe?
Yeah, and then I like how you did, this is like interior design shot.
Oh yeah. Of the, that was a little chair by the fireplace, right?
Well, you did it of the bed.
Yeah, just to really show off the detail. Yeah, because it's a trade-off. Sometimes you do big, wide shots and you get the whole scope, but yeah, I should be able to make this work. Let me set it up and see how wide I can get on this. All right, Jamie, you want to move this rug? Fake it being bigger than it actually is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that side's gonna have to come up too.
All right, there you go.
Pull. Right there.
Now, did you want that in the same exact spot where it was before? Because now it's shifted a little bit towards this side. You want to... And I said, Jamie is like this underground secret designer. She's always busy, but she does little to no advertising. But I mean, that's kind of the truth, isn't it?
Yes, it really is. I know.
Am I okay scooting this chair back? Looking over the chairs here? Okay.
I am open to what you think.
I like that shot. I also, because I think really utilizing the natural light coming in through here is really gonna make everything in here show off. Those little big black circular things, I'm actually gonna block the light coming from there to really make it look like it's being lit from the that window and window only. It's the downside of doing a 1-point perspective, is you find out what isn't symmetrical.
Yeah.
So then if you wanna, even it out and scoot. Jamie, can you do me a favor? The light, so I'm gonna turn. And the least favorite part of the job, loading the car back up. It's fun to take out all the cool, fun toys you got, but it's a pain to put them away. So the first shoot at the first location is done. Overall, I think the shoot went pretty well. No shoot is perfect. In fact, when we showed up, the painters at another house had been reassigned to start shooting or to start working at the house we were at. So as you saw in the video, that's not the most convenient thing to work around, but they made it pretty clear. They were very, very helpful. They were going to work around us, so that wasn't honestly that big of a deal. We're a little pressed for time because we are shooting at 3 different locations today. I want to grab a bite to eat, and then Jamie did give the other homeowners roundabout times of when we would be there. Obviously, you want to do the best that you can to honor the times that you promised the homeowners. So this was the second location, not too complicated of a shoot. The plan was to only do shots of the living room, and Jamie really only needed about 2 or 3. We had a little bit of trouble trying to find the exact camera position Jamie wanted for the last shot. At one point, I even tried to set the camera extremely high up on the tripod to get sort of a bird's eye aerial view of the space. Yeah, the composition on that one did not turn out as well as I had hoped, and Jamie wasn't a fan, and neither was I. We finally got the shot Jamie wanted, and after multiple times within one day of loading and unloading the vehicle, I pretty much figured out I need an assistant. Duh. All right. On to the next one. All right, I am finished up for the day. It is right now 5 o'clock, so shooting from about 9:30 to 5. It's a pretty long day for a photographer. We're weak creatures. That means that's roughly about another half a day or at least a day editing. So the third shoot was fairly simple. It was basically 3 kids' bedrooms. I can post the photos here. One was kind of a young girl's pink-toned bedroom. The other one was a baby nursery. And then the third one, which was kind of my personal favorite, which is the type of room I wish I had when I was a teenager, was this kind of Hawaiian musician, guitarist / skateboarder type of room. I thought it was awesome. Very, very well done work by Jamie. Cool story behind that. The kids, or the whole family, was out of town, and the parents had hired Jamie to do this big reveal for the kids' rooms when they got back from being out of town. So what a cool present from the parents. The last job was just a living room shot, and Jamie had done a little bit of work in the master, so she had me take one shot of the master, which you can you can see here. You know, nice master, nothing really too spectacular about it. And then we did kind of a somewhat of an artsy, shallow depth of field shot to highlight the dining room, but not really give the dining room its own sole shot. In Jamie's eyes, the dining room wasn't that special per se, but still wanted to at least showcase it where it was in connection with the living room. So that is it, guys. That is it for my vlog. I hope this was somewhat entertaining. I'm not sure if it was. If you're not an architectural or interiors photographer, this is probably an extremely boring video. Or if you are in any type of architectural or interior photography, hopefully it was at least somewhat of interest to you. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. Hopefully I can make some more of these on some other interesting shoots, have you guys bring the camera and have you tag along. If you got any questions over anything, obviously you're more than welcome to ask. Let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. If you hated the video, hit the thumbs down button twice. Thanks for taking the time to watch, guys, and we will see you on the next one.